Welcome to Living Your Path. I am Cecile Ferry, a coach and astrologer. I'm here to guide you on how to live and work in alignment with your true self so you can find fulfillment and serenity. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to your Cosmic Catch-Up Update for week commencing the 29th of September. So I hope you're well. I hope that the effect of the eclipse that we've had in the last week is starting to slowly settle down. I don't know you, but I have had and heard a lot of people having a pretty eventful last week still. So give yourself some time. It probably will take this week as well. So a lot of things might still be unfolding for you. You might still be coming up with new insights, new things happening in your life. So that's absolutely normal. So things are still unfolding, but we are entering a different chapter, like I touched on last week with the equinox. And so hopefully you are managing this kind of transition and you're landing into this new chapter in the best possible way. I'm personally pleased to report I'm now well. My websites are both back up. So things are like back on track, which feels really nice. So if you've been thinking about booking a birth chart reading with me or booking coaching, whether it's career coaching or life coaching, the links are in the show note, and I highly invite you to make a booking and we can get on a call and we can, dive into those topics for you. So today and this week, I want to talk about Libra season and a couple of transits happening in the second half of the week. So let's start with Libra season. It started already last week on Tuesday, but it's going until the 21st of October. So we do have a couple more weeks, and there was just so much to cover already last week that I wanted to do it proper justice by covering it today. So Libra season is really a nice change after Virgo, because Virgo, we've been all about working on ourselves, I find. We've been doing a lot of inner work. We've been seeing and clearing old patterns, especially when it comes to self-criticism, perfectionism, overworking, overthinking, all those aspects. And so now we're entering a different phase, which is halfway through the astrological year. We're just opposite Aries now. And Libra introduces the dimension of the other person. So we're going to be a little bit more externally focused, but in a way that links with us internally. So Libra is about three things. It's about relationships, it's about peace and harmony, and it's about arts and beauty. And across those three things, the intention of the Libra energy is to maintain balance. Balance in relationship, balance in society with people, and balance kind of visually, aesthetically speaking. And this is really a season where we want to really feel deep down that we are worthy of love, of peace, and harmony. Sounds pretty good, right? But I'm not here to sell it to you like your life is just going to feel amazing and peaceful and zen and all about roses tomorrow. No, this is not realistic, and that is not what this is about. This is about learning and finding ways to manage the imbalances, to try to restore some kind of inner harmony, even though the world outside of you might be challenging, difficult, if not chaotic, really, at times. So Libra is about aiming to restore that balance as much as possible. It's very much the process. It's not about achieving it, because we all know you might get balance 1 second and then it will be gone. So let me dive into each of those three pillars of the Libra energy. The relationship. So you might be single, and that's okay as well. This is about, what do I want in a relationship? If you are in a relationship, it's about learning to really better the we. And you don't even need to be like in a romantic relationship. This is about all your one-on-one relationships, partnerships of all kinds in your life, right? This is about, how can we make this better? How can we communicate better? How can we talk through issues rather than dismissing them? Maybe where am I being maybe too self-focused? Maybe it's time for me to compromise a little bit. So really inspect the dynamic of your relationship in relation to you. Does it feel balanced? Does something needs to be rectified here? Either side of the scale. When it comes to peace and harmony, this is about having a sense of justice and fairness. So again, look within your circles. We're not talking about big headlines in the world. Let's all try to be Mother Teresa, even though that's a really nice goal to aspire to. But looking where you are in your own circle, how can you be maybe a little fairer? Have you been considering enough other people's point of view and maybe their own needs? How can you look for a win-win? I really like that perspective for Libra season. How can you give more weight to other people's point of view? Think of that seesaw in your social circle. And how can you be more fair? Maybe it's time we question a little bit what we've been assuming about other people. And the third pillar is about arts and beauty. So here it's about making your life more beautiful over the next couple of weeks, whatever that means to you. For some people, it's about the clothes that you're wearing. For other people, it's your environment, your home. Other people, it's about exposing yourself to beauty, going to see art exhibitions and galleries and things that are beautiful to you, whatever they are. So a really nice season to reflect on all those themes, and just to watch out is the people-pleasing side of Libra, right? If we're being too much in trying to take other people's into account, we find it difficult to say no. So that's not the season to be the perfect people-pleaser. That wouldn't be the way to do it. So at times it's okay to say no, and it's okay to put your needs first, absolutely. But it's about trying to see what is the sweet spot between being mindful of other people and also creating inner harmony with yourself. So that's about Libra season, and that's still happening over the next 3 weeks. And if you want to personalize it, have a look in what area of your chart the Libra sign falls in, and that gives you an indication of where would you apply this energy more specifically. So it could be in your career, it could be in your one-on-one partnerships, it could be in your home and family. So if you know how to do that, look it up in your own chart. If not, I can help you. If we do a reading, then you have your chart, and then you can answer those questions every single week for you. And now I want to leave you with 3 transits that will be happening towards the second half of the week, so you can tune in and see how they come up for you. On Thursday, Mercury will be squaring Jupiter. What that means is this is likely to bring a tension, an inner tension for you between Mercury, your thoughts and your plans, and Jupiter is about expansion and seeing quite big and the bigger picture. So potentially you might be stretching yourself too much. You might be maybe pushing the mental limits too much. Maybe you might be overconfident, or maybe aiming for something a little bit too big. So just watch the tension between those two things. It's good to dream, it's good to aim high, but make sure you keep things in check and that you think before you speak. Now on Friday, Venus will be meeting the South Node, and that means it will be opposite the North Node because the two are always in opposition. So that's really interesting. If you tune in well, you will probably see all things, patterns, or people that will come your way around Friday, and they are coming to your reality for you to release them, for you to let them go. So it could be all flames resurfacing. That would be interesting. It could be all patterns. It could be any kind of behaviors to do with relationships or finance or your values. So you may be seeing situations of people that will test those things, and there is a lesson for you. It's karmic. So really pay attention to the message on Friday. And likewise, because it's opposite the North Node, you might be seeing somebody who is pointing towards your future and the right direction to take. So there is something that needs to go, and maybe a goodbye to a habit, to a pattern, or a person. But also there is a lesson with where is the way forward for you when it comes to relationships, values, and finances. And then Saturday, we have Mercury opposite Chiron. So I'm just flagging it here because you may find yourself in a situation where someone or something is upsetting your plans or your thoughts. So you may feel a little challenge or a little tender on Saturday. So just to watch out. Try not to overreact and to blow over that now that you've got the heads up. And try to just see what is the lesson in that. Do you need to release something? Do you need to forgive and forget something? Or, is it time for you to heal something in a pattern in you? So something will be brought to your awareness through communication, through news, through a message. And it's there to really help heal some old wounds that you have about yourself. Well, that's a pretty interesting way to end the week, isn't it? And then next week on Monday, we will talk about the full moon in Aries, which is happening next Monday. It would have been too much to cover now. I will upload it on the weekend, hopefully, so that you can have it on the Sunday and you can listen to it in advance. So happy Libra season, happy birthday to all my Libra listeners, and really try this week to strike that balance inside of you as much as possible, whatever is going on outside. Take care, have a beautiful week, and I will speak to you next week. Bye everyone.